pounds. And for Penn State's Jarod Verkleeren, a big opportunity here today against a higher-ranked opponent in Kizhan Clarke, ranked 8th in the country here for American. Clarke is 33-4 on the season. He's coming off a loss Thursday night to 19th-ranked Colston de Blasi of George Mason, and that drops his record to 33-4 on the season. Redshirt junior out of Gibson, Florida, and Riverview High School. Clarke went 21-8 last season, took 7th place at the EIWA Championships at 157, making the move down to 149 this year, where he also wrestled as a redshirt freshman, went 1-2 at EIWA's. And he is 5-4 against ranked opponents this season, is Clarke. Verkleeren is 1-4 against ranked opponents, but Verkleeren has been coming on here these last few weeks. Gets in with good underhooks here, trying to get into a body lock. Has Clarke trying to fight him off, and Verkleeren's in good position here. And now Clarke gets his arms up over and hipping into Verkleeren. Both wrestlers battling here. Verkleeren still has the better of the tie-up, but not sure he's going to be able to do anything with it here. And he'll barrel in, and they come off the near side with 1:28 remaining in a scoreless opening period. You know, you can just see Verkleeren coming on. He's been coming on in the room the last few weeks. Different energy level. We've seen him really pick up his wrestling here these last couple of weekends, and he's been knocking on the door here against All-American candidates, and this would be a breakthrough win if he could get it today against the 8th-ranked Kizhan Clarke. 7th in the coaches panel rankings, 9th on the RPI is Clarke. Both wrestlers working their way toward the far side of the mat now as we see it. 55 seconds left here in the opening period. No score at 1:49. Verkleeren, a redshirt sophomore out of Greensburg, Pennsylvania, and Hempfield High School, where he was a PIAA state champion, went 140-15 in his scholastic career. Clarke, a Florida state champion, was a 2-time Florida State finalist for Riverview High School, went 165-32 in his high school career. Clarke, a career mark of 76 wins, 30 losses. Verkleeren's career record stands at 29 wins, 12 losses, as both wrestlers jockey for position here, right in the center of the mat. Verkleeren pulling in here on the head of Clarke. Clarke trying to line up a shot, and Verkleeren, very good defense there, blocks off the shot very quickly, and the first period will come to an end with no score here at 1:49. Verkleeren looking for a breakthrough victory here against a top 10 ranked opponent. Again, Clarke checking in at number 8, although he did again lose Thursday night to 19th ranked Colston de Blasi of George Mason. Clarke will have the choice to start the second period and will take bottom here. And quickly he is up and out for the escape as he turned in on Verkleeren right off of the whistle, and it's a 1-0 lead for Kizhan Clarke of American University. Both wrestlers tying up once again. Collar tie here for Clarke. Verkleeren posting up on the shoulders here. 1:30 left to wrestle in the second period. Verkleeren coming off that 3-1 sudden victory loss to top-ranked Sammy Sasso of Ohio State Saturday night. 4 of his 6 losses have been by 2 points or less. And only the fall by Colin Purrington of Nebraska. A bout where Verkleeren yielded bonus points. The other 5 losses were by decision. 6-1 loss to Pat Lugo of Iowa, and then 4 losses by 2 points or less, including again that 3-1 sudden victory decision to number 1 ranked Sammy Sasso of Ohio State on Saturday night. And if you've been watching Verkleeren, it's been noticeable, the elevation in his game the last few weeks here. And toe-to-toe now with a All-American candidate here in Kizhan Clarke. pulling in the head. And again, you see this motion here by Verkleeren. He's been able to get more in his offense here in the last few weeks. It's working in here on Clarke, under 20 seconds left. Clarke and Verkleeren right in the center of the mat, both looking for an opening. 10 seconds left. Verkleeren again pulling in with a collar tie. And Clarke tries to line up a double, can't get in. The period ends. We go to the third. Verkleeren trailing 1-0, and he'll have the choice and will take bottom to start the third. Penn State leads the dual meet 3-0. We started at 141 pounds today. Jarod Verkleeren ranked 17th in the country, taking on 8th-ranked Kizhan Clarke. And Verkleeren is set underneath. Comes to his feet here off of the whistle. Turns in and gets the escape. This bout is tied 1-1. Verkleeren. Close a bunch of times. Needs to get a big win here. Both to help his seeding at the NCAA tournament, but also just that boost of confidence. Knowing that the work he's putting in and the way he's been competing the last 3 weeks in particular is paying off. One thing to keep it close. Another to get a win here against top 10 ranked opponent. Down to 1:10 remaining in the period. Verkleeren fighting off a low single attempt by Clarke. Both wrestlers looking for an opening. Verkleeren trying to fire off a shot, and Clarke blocks him off. Under a minute left now in the third period in this 1-1 tussle at 1:49. And an accidental bump there to the nose, and I think a little blood coming from the nose of Clarke, as they will tend to Kizhan Clarke on the American University side. Again, Penn State leads the dual meet 3-0. Nick Lee with a 7-3 decision over Sal Profaci in the first bout of today's duel on this senior day here at Rec Hall. Verkleeren gets a couple of words of advice, and now he just waits patiently in the center of the mat as they continue to work on the nose here of Clarke. So maybe a little cut there for Clarke. And we're back at it here in the center of the mat with 53 seconds left in the third period. Verkleeren and Clarke again locking horns here in the center. Verkleeren trying to set up a shot here, looking for an opening. Both wrestlers break apart. We're under 30 seconds left here in the third. Tying up, a little hand fighting here from Verkleeren. Verkleeren now tapping at the head, trying to time a shot here. Instead, it's Clarke trying to line up a double, and now Verkleeren trying to line up a counter shot. Can't quite get in on that right leg. And again, Clarke trying to line up a shot. Drives in here. Verkleeren throws the by. He gets the takedown at the end of the mat. Verkleeren is going to win it. I think they went off the edge with a second remaining, or did they? Nope, they're going to say time expired. Jarod Verkleeren